Hi, everybody. Welcome to Debz Cooper's video today. Thank you for joining me. Welcome, welcome. Today we're talking about the importance of brain dumping and why. Hang on. Don't know why Okay, I think it's working now. There was a little bit of a jumping around. So thank you. Thank you for your patience. So Debz Cooper, global stressologist. Let me know if you are on the video today watching live or if you're a replay and where you are in the world. I really love seeing where people are in the world. So thanks for joining me. So today I'm here to talk about the importance of brain dumping and why. And this was really brought about from talking to people this week and the real chaos that people were doing of storing information in their head rather than getting it out live. Just make sure. Okay, looks like it seems to be working. So what is brain dumping? So brain dumping is also known as journaling. So when we talk about journaling, it's just basically getting everything out of here. But that's exactly what it is. So it's brain dumping, journaling, getting things off your chest. And the reason it's wise to do this is, morning Aaron, the reason it's wise to do this is because it's getting things off your chest. And when it's out, it allows you to feel better. Now, sometimes when you write things or brain dump or journal, whatever you'd like to call it, sometimes you don't feel that great. So that's okay. It's okay. I'm going to help you with these things. But what it is the purpose of getting it all out of here so that it can free up your mind. So you can be more positive when you get declutter your brain, if I was to put it that way. I got somebody this week to do it, and she just said she felt uplifted after she did it because she realized what she thought she had in her head, was way heavier than actually when she decided to get it out of her mind. And that's the key here is when you actually realize you can get uplifted and you can get a little bit more positive in life, when you realize that what you have stored up here is not necessarily what's really going on fully. So you do have a mindset shift and change in your mind when you brain dump. And, you know, with her, she realized it actually wasn't that bad after all. So one of the other beautiful things about brain dumping or journaling or whatever you'd like to call it is, I'm just going to put that there. That's going well. One of the other things about brain dumping or journaling is it awakes you to your thoughts and your patterns that go on life, because you constantly have thoughts, you constantly have patterns. So if you can awake yourself to those, you can actually be aware, and then you can choose to do whatever you'd like and carry on or not. But it actually allows you to wake you up. And that's the thing, is the key is to see what you're actually doing right here, right now, to decide if you want to change it or not. So that's one of the important things that wakes us up to our thoughts and patterns. So one of my mentors said he actually replaces his weeds in his mind and replaces them with flowers. And I really love that analogy because that's exactly what it's like. Sometimes it's like weeds that entangle, you know, in the garden, and they just get, you know, entangled. They get entangled and through and just get more and more knotted and knotted and knotted, or as my hairdresser would say. And by turning that into flowers. And so it's actually, once you get the weeds sorted, or pull them out, or whatever you'd like to do, cut them back, trim them back, you can replace those with flowers that are more inspiring and brighter and smell good and give you an uplifting feeling. So I wrote 10 top tips. 10 top tips. So one thing, number one, is get a book or notes on your phone. So whatever you choose, if you want to get a book, or notes on your phone, however you would like to brain dump or journal. You can, for me, I love to have books that are beautiful books and nice pens around me if I'm going to write in a book, but I quite often put things into my notes on my phone because it syncs with all my devices, well, when it's working. You can also video your journaling or brain dumping. You can also audio record it. When you do these things, just be aware there's two things I'd like to say. Ensure that you have a confidential space around you that you're doing this in. So there's no point in journaling in a book that the whole family can read at their coffee table. Like, that's not going to help people. Or there's no point in doing a video on it when you're sitting in the room with your children. So you want to ensure that you have a confidential space. And, you know, it's like when you go back to growing up, I had a diary, and you want to make sure that nobody reads your diary. I told my sister once, she used shorthand, and I don't know if the older people would remember shorthand. And so I said to her, I took her diary to the teacher at school, and she read it in shorthand, and my sister was mortified. Now, just for the record, I never did that to my sister. I'll just do a big confession there to her. But make sure that where you write it is confidential, or where you say it is confidential, because it's your private thoughts that not necessarily you want other people to be aware of. So think of those things. And also know there is no right or wrong in what you write down. Okay, so there's no right or wrong. So that's number one. Number two is get everything out of your head. And when I say get everything out of your head, you know, you may like to mind map it. You may want to do bullet points, or you may want to do full sentences or big chunky paragraphs. So the key is to get everything out of here and don't hold back. So it is like the Green Mile, where he's in prison and he just verbal diarizes, and out comes all the germies in his mouth. That's exactly what you're doing. You're letting it flow. You're not trying to stop anything. You're not hesitating on anything. You just bleh, and out it comes. So ensure that you want to put your wins of the day and any losses of the day, any affirmations you have, any thoughts that are going on in your head. So just all you're doing is getting everything out of here onto paper. Now, the first time you start doing this, you're going to go, whoa, this is a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. Just get it all out. Don't think. Like I say, you know, let it flow, make it really easy. Don't stop. Just go, 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 go to get it all out. Whatever is the easiest way for you, use it. 2 weeks time, you might, when you're still doing this, you might want to do video. You might want to do audio, any of those things. Whatever works for you right here, right now. Today is when you're going to start. So number 3 is read it aloud. And this is a real interesting one. So set your time aside and read it aloud. And when you read it aloud, you'll actually be really surprised at the stuff you've put down. So read it aloud. Number 4 is break that into sections. And so when I talk about sections, when I talk about sections, there's two things. There's your thoughts, and then there's your actions. So your thoughts go into another area and your actions go into another one. But so you may want to use a highlighter, so you can just do all your thoughts down in one color and your actions in another. Whatever works for you. I personally wouldn't go, this is my thoughts in one journal, this is my actions in another. I would keep it all together because it's so much easier. I find that. So your thoughts and actions will be very different. So your thoughts, like I talked about, your wins for the day, your losses for the day, your affirmations, that's more your thoughts, how you're feeling, what's really going on, who you're peeved off with, who you love around you, all those things, rather than your actions are, oh my gosh, I've got to contact my neighbor, or I've got to go do this, or I have to do this, or I'd love to do this, or I'd love to go and watch Deborah's Facebook Live, so whatever it is. So there's thoughts and then there's actions. Number 5 is you're going to park your thoughts. Okay, so you're going to park your thoughts. Number 5, this is about action. So number 5 is your actions. You're working out who can help you with those actions. Is there anybody who loves to do those tasks on your list? Because they've suddenly gone into tasks or categories or actions or whatever you like to call it. So they're sitting in that. So who can help you with that? Then you're going to look at your time frames. So time frames of, okay, this is going to take me a week to get this done. So what do I need to do to talk to Jane, to get Jane to help me with this, or talk to Deb, or whatever. I need to talk to Deb, get this done. Well, who else do I need on board? So make sure your time frames are realistic. Now, when I talk about realistic, I'm not talking about, okay, I've got to get this done in the next hour. If it's a long list of things that you've got to talk to people over, because they have their own time frame. So be aware of time frames and ensure they are realistic to you and everyone else around. Number 7 is take action. And that's when you're actually going to do the things on your action list, not your thoughts list, but your action list. And you're going to take action on them, and you're going to get shite done, basically. You're not going to hesitate anymore. You're going to start. It's already broken down. You know who you need to talk to, who you don't need to talk to, and now it's actually get it done. Nike, just do it. Then you're going to get done. Then number 8, 7, 8, is you're going to start again the next day. That's it. You're going to start again the next day. And you're going to put your thoughts and your actions, get them all out, and then you're going to break them into thoughts and actions. Who can help you, time frames, take action, start again the next day. That's it. But, because you know there's always a but in there. So, once you start again the next day, you're going to move, but you're going to check the last list to make sure there's nothing going on that you've dropped the ball on. So check your last list to see if there's anything that you've dropped the ball on that you can actually bring to today's list when you're brain dumping. So when you've done that and you start again the next day, and then you start again the next day, and you start again the next day, this is all about repetition, and it's all about getting yourself into habit. You might want to set some time aside, just ensure that you have like that nice space, if you have the sun, if you have something nice to drink around you, if you have nibbles or whatever suits you when you journal, just let it flow. So number 9 is you're going to read it back every month. So I would personally put something in my diary and go, you know, maybe 10 o'clock on Monday morning or 7 o'clock Monday night, you know, read your journal or your brain dump, or you can label it anything you want. You can call it anything you'd like. So read it. So it's wiser to read back every month, because you don't want to be doing it every day on your thoughts and actions. But you're going to look at, wow, have I evolved? Wow, look how much I've evolved from where I was last month. Or, oh, shite, I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything on this list. I haven't done anything about this poem I wrote to myself or anything along that. So look at whether you've evolved, or, oh, shite, I haven't done anything. So read that back every month and put that in your diary. I'm a big firm believer on diary, putting things in your diary. And once it's in your diary, you know nothing else can come in and clog it, or you can actually move it. So that's number 9. And so when we look at number 10 top tips, is if you are confused with anything, or you do not understand what your thoughts are or your actions, or you need help with anything, reach out. And so when I say reach out, I'm meaning reach out to me, or a professional, or somebody who can help you in this world, who's not necessarily going to take your stuff on personally. You know, one of the things for me is I help people deal with their stuff, but I don't take it on personally, because this is their stuff, not mine. So let's help you get through this with whatever it is. If your thoughts and your same patterns, you can see they're going through, then maybe you just need a quick call with someone, or you need to unpack this with somebody else to go, I don't understand this, what's really going on? So reach out. That is basically the top 10 tips on brain dumping or journaling. So find out what gives you your spark. For me, I like to be in the sun. I'm just saying that because the sun is in the office here. I like to be in the sun, and I like to have that nice warmth around me, and I'm forever carrying my water bottle around wherever I go. So I have those nice things around me to sit down. I have my peace and quiet. I have my space, that's my space, and I do what's best for me at that time that I'm journaling. If you have children, partner, work colleagues or anything, and you're doing them and they're around, then let them know that I just would like to have a little bit of time to myself. So just let them know that they're not going to interrupt you. Because if you're doing your journaling or brain dumping and you're getting interrupted, you are going to get frustrated. And that's not what it's about. So that's me over and out. Hey, thanks for joining me, Ms. Dallas. That's me over and out. I look forward to speaking to you next week. If you have any questions, please, please, please let me know. Don't sit in your shite any longer than you already have. I'm just a message away. Other than that, have an inspiring day or night. And the weekend's nearly upon us, so go do something different. Maybe like pick up a pen and start journaling. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye.